Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kyla and today we're doing my May 2021 bullet journal setup. The theme this month is donuts. I'm starting off working on my cover page and the main drawing is going to be a box of donuts. I'm using a couple colors of pink to first color in the icing of the donuts. Then I'm going in with a brown to color the breading of said donuts. I decided to do donuts for this month because one, I was craving donuts and it just sort of spiraled out of hand. I saw other people had done donut themes and so I thought I must not be alone, and I just jumped straight in for it. It also gave me the opportunity to sort of experiment and step out of my comfort zone, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I thought this little box of donuts was super cute and really fun to do, honestly. I decided to outline the donuts with a black fine liner just so that it would stand out against the box. Speaking of the box, I'm going in with this sort of yellowish, orangish color to color in the box, and I'm going to use this color to also be some sprinkle colors on some of the donuts. It was really fun to just draw a bunch of circles and basically color everything in. It was very calming and super easy, so I really enjoyed this theme and this setup. For the title, I am just writing the word May in cursive inside the box, and I'm adding in some stacked donut doodles in the corner of the page just to fill up that empty space, and I thought this turned out really nice. It gave a nice dimension and it gave a different point of view for the donuts. For the most part, I will be drawing the traditional / normal looking donuts. I will be keeping it fairly the same just so that it's consistent and easy to draw, but I'll try to change it up for most of my weekly spreads so that there's a little more variety there. Once I'm done coloring everything in, I'll be going in with the brown, yellow, and some white jelly roll to add in some detailing in the icing, like some squiggles, some straight lines, some sprinkles, all that sort of goodies. And if you're interested in finding out what I used in this setup, check out the description box below. I'll have everything listed down there. On this right page, I'm just doing my good old faithful vertical calendar spread. It's super easy. I'm just using the pink colors to write the numbers inside the box. And once that's all good, I'm moving on to my habit tracker. For my habit tracker, I decided to try something a little different. I drew a bunch of donuts behind the boxes of the calendar, and each calendar box is within its own box. I sort of pictured it like a design on a donut box, and I'm using the different pinks to outline the calendar boxes, and I really like how it turned out. The donuts behind the habit tracker boxes really add dimension to the page, and it's a really nice touch. I'm surprised that I haven't done more of this kind of design to tie in the theme. I tend to just draw it in the corners, but this one I really decided to use the space behind the boxes, and it turned out really cute. I really enjoyed coloring everything in and sort of planning out the different sizes to each donut. If you're interested in seeing how each of these spreads turn out and seeing the other weekly spreads that I do for this month, I do post them on my Instagram and Tumblr as well as my TikTok. I do set up the other weekly spreads as much as I can on TikTok, so check them out. They'll all be linked in the description box below if you're interested. I'm now moving on to labeling each of the tracker boxes. I'm doing the same 9 that I always do. They've worked pretty well for me so far, and I have to get into the habit of doing the eye exercise more often. And the 2 fonts that I'm basically going to be using for this month is a cursive font, the thick one that you see that I use for the word tracker, as well as the small normal writing letters. After that, I'm moving on to the brain dump, and this one is super simple. I'm just drawing in a donut at the bottom that has a couple bites taken out of it, and in the hole of the donut, so the donut hole, I'm going to be writing the words brain dump. Honestly, I think I should start calling this place just notes, since that's mostly what I use it for, but brain dump also works pretty well. After that, I am moving on to doing my first weekly spread of the month, and I'm super excited for this weekly spread because it's my first Dutch Door weekly spread that I've done in a long time. I haven't done a Dutch Door weekly spread ever since I started doing the rolling weekly, and I thought it'd be really cool to have the flap be a couple donuts, so each day of the week is in the shape of a circle to sort of symbolize the donut shape. I outlined it with the icing and the brown color, and on the first 2 pages I have the left box be a long eclair, and it has my events section and my memories section, and then there's going to be 4 days of the week, so Monday through Thursday, and then I'll cut off the flap, and the next page will have 3 days of the week and a section for the rolling weekly. The rolling weekly is a little squished in, but there's lots of space and also dead space underneath the Sunday donut that I can probably write a lot more there if I needed to, but I don't expect to be needing it a lot. I also decided to curve the flap of the Dutch door around the donut so that it's more circular, sort of goes within that donut circle theme, and it was hard to cut. I did mess up a little bit when I cut it, so one part of it is a little straighter than the other, but I do finish cutting that off camera so that I could just get a more rounded shape. Once I finish cutting everything up, I'm just going to outline the Friday, Saturday donuts and finish that up with the colors as well. Then once everything is all colored, I'm going to add in all of the headers, like the dates, the days, and just fill in the headers for my large eclair on the side. That wraps up basically everything that I have to do for the month theme itself. Now I'm going to be working on the themes of the year drawing that I do for every setup, and it was difficult because I made the box of donuts a little too small, so it's hard to get any real detail in there, and of course you can't really see it right now. My bad. And I did draw the stacked donuts, but I am missing one, so there's that as well, but I think it still gets the theme across. But now that I've finished the themes of the year drawing, it is time to do a flip through. I am so happy I was able to sneak in this Dutch Door weekly. I'm excited to use it, and I'm really enjoying flipping the flaps right now. And I really loved this page for the habit tracker and the brain dump. The white jelly roll looks so good on this pink. It's kind of amazing to me. And the theme so far is a lot of fun. It's very vibrant compared to the themes that I've done so far this year, which will all be linked in the cards and in the description box below if you want to check that out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye everyone.